Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to a new episode of When You're Delusional, You're Gonna Be on TikTok. I do hope you're gonna enjoy the video, so let's just get into it.
Body count, men versus women. And we're here to discuss it. And I'm gonna piss so many guys off and I can't wait for the comment section, but I just have to show you how twisted some of their arguments are. Alright, so the argument is that if a woman has a higher body count, it's a bad thing, but if a man has it, it's totally fine because it's different, right? But let's start with an example. So we have a woman with a body count of 10 and a man with a body count of 10. Their argument is that it was way easier for the woman to get up to 10 because she essentially holds the power who she wants to have schmexy time with and when she wants to have schmexy time. If she doesn't want to, it's not happening. Meanwhile, a man has to provide social status, wealth, good looks, whatever, in order to pursue a woman. All right, let's say we agree with that. Actually tell the men that they're right because it's true. If me as a woman, I don't want it, it's probably not happening. But now we look at it from a different perspective. If me as a woman holds the power over whether we're gonna have schmexy time or not, and I have a body count of 10, that probably means I had a whole line behind me of like 300 guys who wanted to sleep with me, but I only picked 10. Doesn't that make me like very selective? Because I hold the power, so I decide who I want to sleep with. You on the other side, sir. You basically freaking slept with anything that wasn't on the 3x3. That's not really good look for you. That means women are way more selective. They could have more than you, but they chose not to because most of you guys are freaking idiots. I just think the whole body count thing is so funny to me because it's super contradictory. And it just really shows the wounded masculinity of a lot of guys. Anyway, go ahead in the comment section. I can't wait.
I'm sure you can't. Nice touch at the end. Go ahead in the comment section because you knew you're gonna have people disagreeing with you. And if you said that at the end of the video, it will shame them into not say anything. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, a pretty good touch. Unfortunately, me, I don't care all that much. So let's start with the beginning because I'm gonna try to keep this short. First of all, you're one of those quote-unquote working girl. Maybe you should have let someone else talk about this subject because, selective, you're really not. Also, it might come as a surprise, but men can also be selective. Regardless, you use the 10 as an argument. 10 for her, 10 for him. In these days, today, 2023, if she has 10 and she's your age maybe, yeah, you can say she's selective. She cares about moral values and decency. She had 10 boyfriends, 10 relationships, whatever. No one is complaining about 10. What about 100? What if you had a line of 300 behind you and you said yes to all of them? The only reason you used 10 and nothing above 10 was because if you did, you had no argument. There's one who does exactly what you're doing, that type of work, who's bragging about 50 in one night, 50. It's a whole different conversation if you say 10 in 10 years and 50 in one night, isn't it? And to end it here, like I've said earlier, you should have let someone else talk about body count, knowing that you sell yours for money.
And so men get charged up through accessing our body.
This is so true. Do you know that there are literally stories of ancient Egyptian pharaohs who had high priestesses in a temple, and whenever he was struggling with his next steps or what to do or something with his people or he needed to get closer to God, he would march his little self down to that temple and lay with these priestesses. I say he, I mean they would lay with these priestesses, and that was their way to pray and commune with God or gods if they didn't know, if they needed some sort of guidance, right? And these women, these priestesses, were quite literally like in touch and trained and knew that this space was the space of the gods. This space was the space of creation. And that's what they were here for. That was their sacred duty, and they were held very high esteem. So what have we been doing?
So far, TikToks trying to prove a point and failing. You explain what they were doing in ancient times. Your whole point was that the pharaohs were sleeping with a priestess. Did they ever get in touch with God, or it was just a belief? Can you prove that they were getting charged up after they slept with a priestess? No, there's no way of proving that. Men get charged up after they sleep with a woman. No, men fall asleep or they feel hungry. Thank you for the history lesson, but other than that, you really failed to make a point.
Hi, Jenny. Yeah, thank you so much for this disgusting comment. Don't worry, I already spoke with...
This is one part of the video that I need to edit because she went ahead and she contacted that lady's boss. She tried to destroy her life. She gave out in the video her name, her address, where she lives, everything.
Now, this is really, really, honestly, so unfortunate to hear from an older woman, especially who has kids of her own. my social media platform and my work has, yes, obviously you are getting attention online. That is my job. If I go to the mall in parachute pants and a long sleeve top, no, I don't see how that has any correlation. Not in the slightest. To be a woman and even use the words asking for it, asking for attention in that way is so genuinely heartbreaking, and I'm very sorry for the people and the children you're raising if they're growing up thinking that. But thanks so much for the attention.
Thank you for the attention, but you tried to ruin her life because the attention she gave you. For more context, this is the second video I've seen in 100 where she is fully clothed. She has that type of content on TikTok. And she claimed that she went to a mall where she lives and she got approached by a guy, and she's complaining that she got approached. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but unfortunately, if that's how you portray yourself online, that's how people are gonna see you. And if you're barely wearing a bikini in all your videos, that's how people are gonna see you. You might get approached because people are gonna think of you being easy, which I'm also pretty sure you are. Regardless, what you did in this video tells way more about you than about that lady that left the comment.
Could you imagine being so unbelievably full of yourself that you don't let your best friend be in your wedding because she has cancer?
So Mater didn't have cancer when I invited her to be my bridesmaid. But now I'm having second thoughts about her being in the wedding. Like, she mentioned the other day that her hair has started to fall out a bit, and I noticed that it was looking thinner than normal. I just can't envision having all you beautiful ladies up there with me looking fabulous and then Mater with no hair. I just feel like it'll distract from me and blank, and I just feel it won't fit with the look I'm going for. Do you think I could ask her to wear a wig? Or should I tell her I don't think she should be a bridesmaid anymore? Help.
I guess these are the types of people that I wonder about in my brain that are clearly only getting married for the wedding and not for the marriage, like for a big party and for everything to look great on their Instagram, but not for a lasting relationship with their, I'm sorry, very unfortunate husbands to be in these scenarios. If you were the groom in this wedding and your groomsmen got diagnosed with cancer, you know what every single boy would have done in that scenario? They all would have shaved their head in solidarity. Why can't women do that? They are so honest when they say that the worst people to women are other women.
You've nailed it on your first try. She is getting married for the wedding day, not for the entire marriage. She's also gonna be the first one to divorce because her husband is no longer giving her what she deserves, even though to me she deserves to be single forever.
I consider myself very liberal, but one thing I've learned while growing up is that it is okay for gender roles to exist. I'm not saying we should shame anyone that doesn't fall into the traditional roles, but what I am saying is that it's okay to want a traditional role in your marriage. I think that men and women deserve equal respect, but I also believe that it's okay to have departments where the woman takes on this thing and the man takes on this thing, and together they're a functioning unit.
Or, you know, they're not, if every department has its own boss. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.